Hi, I'm Deborah Stengel, founder of Sedona Soul Adventures, an international best-selling author of The Journey to Happy, coming to you again from incredibly beautiful Sedona, Arizona, and I'm so happy you're here with me. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to survive the holidays. And let's face it, that can be a daunting task. Thanksgiving is this week, and then we'll have Christmas. And actually, all of the things that I'm going to be talking to you about really have to do with any time we're getting together with our family, or really pretty much anything in our life, because the question I want to ask you and have you keep foremost in your mind is, how do you want to feel? That's a really important question that you need to be asking yourself. And so many people never ever ask themselves that question, and the truth is, you should be asking yourself that all the time. So let's face it, we all want it to look like this. We want to have a happy, harmonious, beautiful, loving time with our families, and it's okay to want that, but how often does that really happen? Too often, being around our families triggers old wounds and old resentments, and we're left feeling hollow and empty, realizing that we can't even get along at the holidays. But you know, it doesn't have to be that way. The biggest problem with this image is that it's a setup for an idealized version of life that for most people just doesn't exist. So understand that and take this very important piece of advice. Take yourself and your family off the hook. Decide to lower your expectations. Stop telling yourself that this is how it should be. Whenever you start using words like this is how it should be, that's when you're going to have trouble. Lower your expectations and don't demand that your family has to act in a particular way. So this includes things like, don't talk about politics. Let's face it, that's just a recipe for disaster. Limit your alcohol intake. Do what you can to limit your drunk uncle's imbibing. Things can go off the rails pretty quickly when people have had too much holiday cheer. And then ask yourself the question, what if you simply didn't go? I know that's kind of a radical thought, but just think about it for a moment. Would it maybe be better to not subject your children to your drunk uncle's cutting remarks? Would it maybe be healthier for you to not subject yourself to your mother's constant criticism? Before you automatically say no to this, let's just think about it for a moment. If you absolutely know what you're walking into, why do that to yourself? Okay, I get it. It might start a family fight, and you don't want that to happen. But how much more important is it for you to take care of yourself and your children and the rest of your family? It's your life. It's your mental health and peace. There's no law that says you have to spend your precious holiday time with your family. Is there something else that you could do? Could you take your mother out for a nice Christmas luncheon? Or take the kids out for a different outing? Whatever you do, go back again to the question, how do you want to feel? And I'm not saying that we should stop all family gatherings. What I'm saying is it's time to do them in a different way. So let's start talking about what some of those things could be. As I said before, lower your expectations. Decide that your goal is to simply feel okay about everything. Decide to love your family just the way they are. That's what you want also, right? You want your family to love you just the way you are. So take some time before the holiday and start thinking about each of the people that you know you're going to be with. Flow some energy toward them. Start thinking about, what is it going to look like? Start thinking first about the people that you really like and do truly love, and feel those feelings even bigger. And now here's where it can start to get a little interesting. Think about the people that you know there's going to be some clashes with. Visualize seeing them across from you and feeling their energy. Visualize yourself not getting upset, just sort of stepping back or rising above it as you chuckle to yourself and say, yeah, they did it again. But when you can stand back and feel the love for this person, and then you might even want to take it a step further. Step back and think about the reasons that might be causing their pain. If you've got a relative who is someone who is a real blowhard, maybe they're just insecure on the inside. That's usually what's happening. Try to connect with that little boy or little girl that's inside of them. Try to send some love and energy to them. And then when you're with them, kind of step back and see what happens. I think you might be really surprised. If this is someone who's actually done something in the past to hurt you, find my video on Ho'oponopono to understand this process. For right now, all you need to know is that it's an ancient Hawaiian process that came down from the kahunas. It's a forgiveness process. So what you do is just think about this person and the situation, and over again be saying to them, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. This process is incredible, and it can actually move things around in an amazing way. If you have some results from that, let me know. So all these things I've talked about can actually move the energy around in your family situation. Lower your expectations, decide to love your family just the way they are, spend some time visualizing a happy outcome, and do Ho'oponopono. So definitely doing these things are much better than deciding not to go. When you can change the way you think and feel about your family gatherings, then your family get-togethers will feel completely differently. And it maybe could actually look and feel like this after all. Wouldn't that be amazing? So I hope this helped. And if it did, I hope you'll like the video and also send it on to someone who you think might benefit from hearing it. And then subscribe to our channel. And if you want an even more direct path to getting happy, then go to SedonaRetreatGuide.com and get your complimentary copy of the Sedona Guide to Spiritual Retreats today. Or even better, if you'd like to talk to someone about doing a retreat that's custom designed for you, call us at 928-204-5988. You can have the life and the relationship you want. I know it.